Robbie, we're down at the TomTom launch. How you doing?
I'm alright, thanks. Yourself?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. So we're a week and a bit away from UTMB.
Yeah, seems like that.
You can chat us through your race?
Well, I dropped down to the CCC this year to try and get a bit of speed in there, work on some of the other climbs. It's a faster race and I wanted to improve that part of my racing, especially on the uphills. So come race day, the summer have been spent running up a lot of hills, getting quite a few cable cars down, and I wanted to see how I fared, and I was extremely pleased with how the uphills went. I was holding my own a lot higher up the field than I usually would. I had a slight issue with blisters on my heels, which stopped me descending like I usually would. So I was pleased with 11th. I thought I was 10th going into the finish. I was pretty sure, I was told I was 11th at the Col de Monte, and I overtook someone, so I'm like, right, let's hold on to 10th. I heard someone clapping behind me at the last checkpoint, thinking, God, I can really hammer this down. I think they were clapping me, so there was no one behind me for like 15 minutes. But I hammered it, got there, I got to celebrate like I was 10th, because they were cheering and I thought I was 10th. And then, yeah, I was 11th. So I was pleased with it because it's a progression, it's going forward. But I know that on a good day I think I could have pushed the top 5.
And it was a hot day?
It was warm. It wasn't roasting, but as Natalie said to me, I've been out in the heat out there, so maybe I wasn't noticing it as much. But we were up high for quite a lot of it, so the time I really felt it was dropping into La Foulée, in the when you're getting down to like 1,000 metres, that's when I really felt the temperature. Up high, like 2,000 metres, it felt alright, so it was quite cool. I was dunking my head in every water source, like filling up bottles every time I could. There's Pride de Fort, as you go through there, it's 3 or 4 fountains, and Kim, one of the other guys, the British guy, Kim Collison, I said, Kim, you've got to stop at every single one. We did it. I did it with Damon Hall the year before at UTMB, and we just dunked our head in, gonna come out again, stop, and it added, I don't know, an extra 2 minutes onto that 1K stretch, but it saves you toward the end of the day. If you're down in that valley and you're not cooling down, it can get very hot.
Obviously, you've been doing a lot of training out there. I mean, moving on to next year, what do you take? I mean, could you have done more?
Oh no, I'm happy with how the training went. If you keep going back a bit, you can do. There's only so far you can push the body, and there's times when I knew that I was on that limit. I used the cable cars in Chamonix to work up the hill and then take out the impact of the downhill, so it meant I could get more climbing in. So in July I was aiming for 10,000 metres a week, and I hit that until my race, until the race in Switzerland. I raced in Switzerland, it was spot on, broke the course record, really happy with that. No, I take it from every year, as long as I'm improving I'm happy.
Yeah.
So I'll just keep doing that, and I think I'll focus more on the uphill again next year. I train with guys that are faster than me still uphill, so I've got to be able to get faster.
And in terms of your recovery, I mean, have you done anything particularly special after that, or is it just relaxing, literally?
To be honest, when I went to altitude to train with Nats recently, the biggest thing was that we chilled out during the day. We got good night's sleep and stuff, and it makes a big difference. There's so much people focusing on the training, like how can you train hard? Someone said to me once, you don't overtrain, you under recover, and I fully believe that. If you're not, you can do a hell of a lot if you can get the time off to relax, even if you just added 30 minutes extra sleep a night. That's going to make a big world of difference when it comes to how you feel the next day, how your muscles recover, how you avoid injuries and keep that consistency. So I'm really pleased about that. I think I could probably do better with my sleeping. A bit of a Netflix fan, and then that kind of, I'll watch one more episode of like one of the Narcos or something, and then all of a sudden I'll stay in. So.
And obviously we're down at the TomTom launch. You've been involved with TomTom for a good while now, so obviously you've seen the development of the watches, and with some exciting products coming through.
Yeah, I mean, I was there when they launched the first running watch in Battersea Park. I mean, you were there as well?
I was there, I was there.
Oh, it goes back. And it was good. But seeing the watch develop and the adventure that they brought out, which for me is the watch that I'm really excited about. It's got a barometer in there, it's looking at your altitude. So out in the mountains, it's not always about distance, it's about the elevation too, and knowing what kind of gradient you're going up, how far you've got to go to get to the top. It's a very important thing. The one thing people always ask me about TomTom watches, does it navigate? Straight away. And now I can say, yeah, it does. And you've got the navigation in there and the breadcrumbs to get you back from where you started. For me, that's the big things, because it's competing with watches that do those things out, like the top end kind of adventurous style watches, the Suntos, the Garmin's, that kind of stuff. but it's also still doing the things like the heart rate monitor on the wrist. It's got the MP3 player in it. It's still got that kind of pill for everyone can use it. You can use it in everyday watch. I mean, I'll show you on here. I clearly wear the watch every day of the year because I've got a TomTom tan mark. With some of the other watches, you can't do that because it's just such a bulky thing. And it's tiny, and you can put your different straps on. So I enjoy it. So it's nice to see how it's developed, and I'm sure it's going to go a long way to go yet still.
And onto your development, what's next for you?
My development. So in the short term, I'm looking at the Euro. Well, the next goal is the World 24-Hour Championship next July, and on the journey to that, I'm doing the Euro 24s in October, where I'll be looking to either consolidate or improve my bronze medal from the World European Champs the year before, and the team gold we got. On from that, got a couple of adventures, bits and bobs planned, but I'm going to try a 55-hour race. It's called the Snowdrop 55 in the US in Houston, and it's a 55-hour because of the young lady who it was started to raise money for. She had a surgery which had 2 surgeons in. It was a 27-hour surgery, and those 2 surgeons were in there the whole 27 hours. So it's for each of those, and then 1 hour for the child. And unfortunately, she's a successful surgery, but she's passed away since then. So the Snowdrop Foundation raises money for terminally ill children, and I'll be doing that to discover a bit about my own depths and how far I can push myself. With the 24 hours, you go deep and you give everything, but I think if I can go to that 48, 55-hour mark and discover what I'm capable of, and just see what it feels like, it's going to make the 24 hours seem, I say, a little bit easier. I don't know, like, yeah, not only if you don't discover how far you can push yourself, you don't know. And if this 2 surgery can spend 27 hours and so it's intricate as a surgery, I can prod around a track 55 hours. So that's again part of the build-up. I'll take 2 months after that to rest the legs. And the reason I feel like I can put that in there is because of the skiing, cross-country skiing over the winter, that I can recover. If I wasn't doing that, I wouldn't be doing such a big race. I feel that opportunity is provided by the rest. And then, yeah, so then it's the Worlds next July. It's too close to UTMB, so I may do one of the shorter OCC races, and then Spartathlon, because that race means a lot to me. And it's, for an ultra runner, especially for the 24-hour crowd, it's one I would absolutely love to win. So that's the plans going ahead.
Well, we wish you all the best, and we'll leave you on your Vespa. You're looking very good. Sorry.
Yeah. I haven't quite got the license yet, so I won't go anywhere. Probably fall off it now.
Cheers, thanks, Robbie.
Cheers, folks. See you in a bit.